My name is Olivia Ruggiero, and I'm 22 years old. That might seem like a normal age to be at your peak health, but this scar right here is a daily reminder of the time that I almost and most likely should have died. I'm here today to tell you why you should focus on your health, even when it's not crumbling right in front of you. When I was 19, I complained of an odd sensation where I swore I could feel the blood moving throughout my body. It led to intense pains that usually caused temporary paralysis and swollen limbs. Yet every time I was in the hospital, I always just ended up in psych. Until eventually I had this really embarrassing event where I peed my pants in front of my entire class because I had lost control of my entire body, and it led to me getting diagnosed with an aggressive case of Hodgkin's lymphoma, which actually was originally diagnosed as Hodgkin's lymphoma too far progressed for a favorable outcome, and I was told to seek end-of-life treatment. But I was 19 and I just had so many things that I wanted to do, so I fought like hell. And so when I finally reached remission, I wanted to do everything that I could to make sure I never had to spend another day in a hospital. So I shifted my mental focus to a healthy living kind of way. Now, healthy living isn't black and white. It's not simply passing all of the healthy markers for a blood test. It's more involved on a day-to-day basis. It's making sure you move enough every single day to keep your muscles strong. It's making sure you eat right the majority of the time so that you have a well-rounded, nourishing diet. It's combining a focus on your mental, physical, and social health every day to optimize everything that your body goes through. Remission has really put an emphasis on all of this for me, and it's pushed me to wonder what exactly I should be doing to optimize my health and well-being. I think that I myself and people in general should keep track of the physical activities we do every day and take notes of where we can improve. I learned in my behavioral health class this semester that small changes can lead to a healthy lifestyle, such as slowly increasing your daily steps until you reach a new goal. In my personal opinion, I think that discussing a reasonable amount of physical exercise and activity on a daily basis with a medical professional, such as a primary care physician, is a great way to figure out what your body needs as a healthy amount of exercise, as health is a very personal and individualized concept. While you're speaking with your medical professional, it'd be great to bring up nutrition, as again, there are a lot of factors that go into a healthy diet, such as fulfilling your body's basic nutrition requirements, meeting the requirements for diseases and illness through nutrition, and fueling your body for the right amount of exercise that you do in a day. In addition to the more typical things that we think about with well-being, we also need to make sure we're focusing on our mental well-being. A therapist or a counselor is a great resource for this, or on a less expensive, smaller scale, a strong network of family and friends around you to help support you emotionally is always a great foundation. The real emphasis is that we have to focus on all aspects of health in order to be healthy. I think the biggest thing that I have learned since shifting to a healthy mindset is that it's all about balance. Since finishing chemotherapy, I've started to slowly see changes in the way that I'm feeling in my body. Focusing on my physical health and strength has helped me progress from struggling to walk to now I ride a bike multiple times a week. Focusing on my mental health through therapy and a survivors network and just great people around me has helped me to become more comfortable and confident in what my new body feels like. And focusing on my social health has helped me build a strong network of people around me, academically, professionally, and socially. I've seen miles of improvement from everything that I can do today to where I was 3 years ago. And I hope that in the future, in this country and around the world, we can all have that same feeling. I hope we can get rid of stigmas around mental health and that we can normalize seeing a therapist like we do seeing an eye doctor. I hope that we can switch to a more active lifestyle, such as swapping a car ride for a bike ride at least once a week, to also help our environment. And on top of that, I really just hope that we can have fresh produce available to all people so that there's no good reason to not have a well-rounded, nourishing diet. I hope that we can normalize treating ourselves so that it seems abnormal to spend a Saturday spending the entire day on the couch watching Netflix and eating fast food. I hope that we as a world can help make each other smarter, healthier, and happier through our decisions, through our legislature, and through our resources that we're sharing. I want to leave you with a quote by Brian Tracy to help remind you that everything we need to change in the world, in our environment and our network, can help us to treat ourselves and our planet in a more healthy way. He says there are no limits to what you can accomplish except the limits you place on your own thinking.